Hey guys, so I started my day around 7:30 a.m. As soon as I got out of bed, I made sure I had everything in my suitcase, like my business attire, or my business attire, and just my normal clothes, because Chicago is kind of far away. So if I forgot something, I would kind of be screwed. So then I brushed my teeth, showered, did all that stuff. You don't want to see that, so I'm just gonna skip that. I left my house around 8:45 because we had to be there at 9 a.m. So as you can see, bring my suitcase to the car. We got to the bus stop. And then we got picked up by the beautiful Jefferson bus, and there's some fellow delegates over there putting their stuff in the bus. And we entered the bus. We really got accommodated. We brought all our snacks. We had tons of snacks. When I tell you guys we had snacks, we had snacks. We literally had so much snacks when we got done with the conference too. There's Sarah sitting down. And it was a really beautiful bus. Our bus driver was super nice. So here's some action shots of the bus. You can see beautiful, beautiful. Seats were kind of uncomfortable, but neither there. We started driving. We had a little bit of a read out loud with Trip Janisic and Arun. You can see, could not tell you what this book was about. I was not paying attention at all. Then we got on the road. We got to Wisconsin. Wisconsin, y'all, I'm sorry, but Wisconsin is so boring. We started driving. Look, that's all it was. That's literally all it was until we got to like Milwaukee. That was all it was. What? So I was on TikTok. But then we got to Evanston, Illinois. Was beautiful. Look at these houses, y'all. Look at these houses. These are some of the biggest houses I've ever seen in my life, and they're top-notch houses. Absolutely beautiful. So I was looking out the window the entire time, and there were so many of these houses. Like, look at that house. Why did I drive by the White House? Like, what? But it was so beautiful. And then it was also right by Lake Michigan. I'm gonna show you right here. Oh, Lake Michigan is so beautiful. Then we finally got to the place we needed to be, which is Northwestern University. There's Trip. There's some other delegates from St. Louis Park. As soon as we got there, they started tearing it up on these drums. I don't even know what they were doing, bro. They were, it was good. It was good. It was good. They did it. It was the Northwestern Drumming Club. Didn't know that was a thing, but I guess it was. But sadly, during the conference, we weren't allowed to take any videos like inside the conference room. So here's some photos that we got like taken of it, and I'm just gonna explain to you what was happening. So as you can see here, there's me. Oh God. But there's Paige in the background raising her little placard, which is basically, I think in this photo we were voting about which topic we're gonna start. We had two topics that we had to research, and I think we wanted topic 1 to start. Paige is voting for topic 2. I don't know why. But there's me with my placard raising it up because we all know I talk the most in the conference. Okay, that was a joke. So if you're at the Model UN conference and you're watching this, I know it was a joke. But there's me raising it, and you can see some other delegates in there. And that is Maximo, yes. And you can see we have our little notepads out. They were yellow. We wrote so many notes about this. And then you can see there's some note passing. So basically with the note passing, it was like if you didn't want to talk, if you wanted to talk to like a specific country that like someone was representing and you just wanted to talk to them and not the entire group, instead of raising your card like that said your country, you would just pass them a note and then they would get the note, they would reply to you, and there's a lot of note passing. As people were talking, there's just people like running back and forth with notes. It was actually crazy. I think there's another photo with our notes. Everyone's looking at the camera besides Trip. Don't know what he's doing. He's in a different planet. Here we were kind of like established ourselves as like an alliance because we were just like we knew each other, so we were trying to be like an alliance, and we just kind of like worked together during this process. And there's me raising it up once again, doing my big one. There's Trip, not raising it as high, but that's okay. To each their own. To each their own. But then, yeah, we did that. We did all of our papers. We got our resolutions done. We kind of ate. We bought some nuclear weapons. Yeah, we kind of nuked Paige's country, but that's not important. And then we drove home. I saw this. Did not know what it was. Just took a video of it. I don't know. But then Alaya and Arun at like 11 p.m. decided to have a staring contest. And when I tell you this went for 10 minutes, they did not blink at all. This is all they were doing. And then as you can see here, Alaya took that L. His eyes were closed on Eric, our glorious president. And you can see Arun, he was crying. He was crying. He was so happy that he won because they were doing this for a long time. And they were not quitting. I don't even know. I can't even keep my eyes open for 10 seconds. So I don't even know how they did all that. But I don't know. And then there was we couldn't hook up to Netflix or nothing. We had to watch cable. Okay. Anyways, here's some photos, and I'm gonna give you some background of some of these photos. Here was fake Michigan. This was just like a pond, kind of play words on Lake Michigan. There was me and Arun. If I'm gonna be honest, I was not telling him anything. This was for the Insta. Not going to lie. We were not having no conversation. No words were leaving my mouth. But you got to get those candid photos when you can. I mean, oh my God. Okay, so this is also fake Michigan, but that pizza was gas. I only got pepperoni and sausage on it, but that was gas. Not as good as like Punch Pizza, but it was gas. And as you can see, there's Elia Fink, our Echo photo editor. on the bus sleeping. When I tell you, every time we got on that bus, no matter what time it was, no matter if it was 8 a.m., 2 p.m., or 11 p.m., we were sleeping. Our eyes were closed. And that's just how it was. Because when you need, like, we barely slept, so you just need to get to sleep. And when you can, we were we were doing what we needed to do. And there is Trip, our fellow SLP delegate. He put that on. Look at him. Yes, don't hurt him now, Trip. He was passing notes in this because we had a few people that we like nominated to pass notes each time we had a meeting, and Trip volunteered himself. Shout out to Trip, and he did the notes, and that was that. So I think that's it, guys. Goodbye.